Them hard days I wouldn't change. It's the reason I'm still in the...
It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Lions and the Jets under the lights on Monday night.
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. But tonight, we've got a preseason matchup, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the New York Jets. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts, and a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Lions will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. He's a high draft pick, so maybe a bit of a mulligan, but you never want to throw a preseason interception, especially as a rookie.
No, but this is the time to do it, right? Let's get the kinks out. He's still got to learn how to read coverages, still has to learn the entire offense, has to see how he fits with the players around him. But bottom line is what you said right in the beginning. He's a high draft pick. They want him on the field sooner rather than later. So let's keep giving him some reps and seeing what they have.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
This is what this man was born for, the big spotlight on the national stage like this. Really, his entire career, he's demonstrated incredible poise no matter what type of situation his team was in. No situation is too big for him, and you can tell in the way that he takes the field. His self-belief is evident, and he gets the job done in his mind each and every time.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw taken in by Long here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or playing the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. That's about as good as a linebacker can diagnose that play, isn't it?
It certainly is, and what he did really well is that while he was diagnosed, motion without actually going anywhere and taking a false step that he had to make up later. He read it, got his feet in motion, and then he just took off and made the play.
The second down and 10 there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters put a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
On fourth down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
31-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll drop to throw. Oh, the out route, he finds Hardman. What a juke into space. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 35 before going out. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. They'll set up to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Short one there, caught by Likely. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They'll look to throw again. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Ready?
Paul ought to give up the middle. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
One more time with Hall. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Butker's kick here is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they set up for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it, and he'll take it out to the 25. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Throwing now is Stroud. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter. But I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
Stroud on 3rd down now. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Capture 11, capture 11. On the ball, on the ball.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And Stroud now to throw. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
4th down. Here's Stroud. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now. It's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
A gain there of 21 yards.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Stroud sets up the play action. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him.
But they've been fighting and scratching and clawing for that first sack in the game, and it turns out to be a big one. Not just a short one right there behind the line. First one they get, 10-plus yards, and the guy who has the legs to escape most of these.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
The Lions on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Here's Stroud. That pass caught. It's Williams. They'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Back to throw here. It's a short one here. Complete to the tight end. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back to throw again. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple. Again, he'll drop to throw. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Ready?
They'll look to throw. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Okay, ready?
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 2. Completes it to Hardman.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make...
And did he get the feet down? Yes! Touchdown! Allen Lazard as the first half is winding down. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Bunker is on target. And the lead is now 10-3. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
And this is caught inside the 5. So a look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. Getting set to go on offense to start the third. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Has been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Brandon, you know, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what I can't miss was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. It's a big game. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. To throw is gone. Connecting here with Chark on the out route. First target, first catch at a 1st down.
And the Jets, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Cook up the gut, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Goff now looking to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. From 17 yards out. And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 17-3. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. He's going to air it out deep for Green. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well,
that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire 4th remaining, so stranger things have happened.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
Come on.
Lions, 1st down.
65 catch.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Drop 60.
They'll look to throw again. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 50 yards. And the Lions are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Goff.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Throwing on third. Gone. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. One heck of a third down conversion. 33 yards.
Well, he's certainly trying to earn his way into some more looks in the offense once the regular season heats up. If he continues to make plays like that, I think QB1 will look his way a little more often once the regular season begins.
On first down, it's gone. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Back to the air. Goff on second down.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
The Jets on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Off play action. Here's Goff. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Lions are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Hobbs. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Hobbs. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive. And finally, I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him. Made it very tough for him to get the ball.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Hobbs. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. What a way to wrap up the week in the NFL. All tied on this Monday night as the kick is away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The offense for the Jets ready to take over. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Shart's got it, left side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it second down. Gone. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now it's gone. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is fielded at the 7. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit back in possession of the football. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the draw.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And they're able to get this one across the 35. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They'll get this to about the 38. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Here's a 2nd and 7. Off play action. Hobbs. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now we're in a situation where the quarterback's going to take full charge of his own. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
He's got it with the 15.
Ah, what a time for a lapse defensively. That turns this game right on its ear. And now, forget about going fast. They might want to take the air out a little bit and force the defense to use some timeouts.
And he's taken down, and that'll get him a little bit closer. Every yard at this point will help your field goal kicker out. They'll come up now on 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's taken down, and that'll get him a little bit closer. Every yard at this point will help your field goal kicker out. Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this time he is in. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Lions have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Jets 17. Jack Fox, the kickoff for the Lions.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. So Jared Goff in the offense. Down 24-17. 1:08 to go. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. Goff. And he will find his man on the outside. They'll come up now. 2nd and 9. Now it's Goff. That's complete. It's Cook.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And his kick here is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Goff now to throw. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
This offense has had its troubles moving the ball all night. So now you get in this situation, hard to imagine that suddenly they're going to start clicking and moving the ball downfield.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
We got London on the
Whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real and that's